Dear Studio, well, I'm leaving you soon. By the time this letter gets to you, I will be in the process of setting up my new studio in a new place. Don't worry though, I'll still come back and visit you now and again, so I'm not gone for good. It's hard to believe that this time has already come. Yours, Garrett. Dear Studio, I find it so wild to look back at where we started. You were just a closet, and I had just moved home from my lone semester at college. I'm so proud of both of us. We've both gone through a lot of changes and a lot of growth in the last 3 years. When we met, I was just a kid. I was a kid with a dream, and if I'm honest, that was about it. And you were a mere closet. You stored coats, purses, and some various pantry items. Now look at us. I'm just a kid with the same dream, but now I have a much more sure direction. I've learned a lot and become much more sure of myself. As for you, you are now a capsule of creativity, a space that has such a great energy and has inspired so much in me. You are now so much more than a closet. You are my studio. Sincerely, Garrett. Dear Studio, I guess now it's time to start packing you up. I have a good feeling that I'm going to be hit with a ton of nostalgia as I go through this process. In the grand scheme, 3 years isn't that long. But boy howdy, when you've done as much as you and I have done together, it feels a lot longer. Warm regards, Garrett. So I think for this, I'm gonna leave the chair out of the office. There's a lot. It's gonna be a little overwhelming. I guess I just gotta start with I'm gonna try and prioritize what am I not using for this video, and whatever that stuff is getting packed up. Dear Studio, I'm moving in with my fiance Maddie. You remember her. She and I made several videos in your space. We're going to be getting married next year, and that's part of the reason that I'm moving. Another reason is that she and I have been long distance since college. It's safe to say that we're both ready for that to be over. She's even going to help me set up my new studio. We're still trying to figure out exactly how my desk is going to go, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. Until next time, Garrett. Dear Studio, do you remember when I first got set up in your space? I had that folding table as my desk, a folding chair to sit in, and my laptop and monitor. That was about it. Later on after that, my dad and I built our desks. We made them purpose fit for our own respective offices. So it's made perfectly for your space. We can't forget the time that Dad and I built the wall and put up a door to close you off and make you feel a little more complete. I bet this made you feel a lot less like just a closet. I know, for me, it felt really good having my own little private space solely dedicated to being creative. I think that this is when our relationship really started to take shape. With gratitude, Garrett. Dear Studio, as I'm in the process of packing everything up from within your walls, I'm flooded with memories. This was my first decoration in the studio, the Three Stooges poster. I remember getting this at a thrift store in a vlog with my sister Chloe. This poster and frame cost me $20, but it was worth every penny. Then of course, there's the gaming chair. I've had this chair for almost as long as I've been in this space. I can't pack it up yet because it's kind of big and I still need it. Regardless, I remember getting this chair and setting it up before there was even a wall, before there was even a curtain. Oh, and we can't forget the overhead shooting rig. This is easily my favorite thing I built in your space. I would bet money that it is in the top 5 most used studio items. Warm regards, Garrett. Did I use that one already? Dear Studio, when I look back at all the videos we made together, I have to go pretty far back to find a beginning. I wonder how many videos I made in your space. Let's see. There's just so many I can't even count. It's crazy to me how much the videos have improved from the time I first moved into your space to now. I like to think that you had something to do with that. Being in my own creative space, being able to completely indulge in the creative process has led to a lot of improvement. So, thank you for that. With appreciation, Garrett. Dear Studio, I've spent the last couple of hours pulling stuff out and putting it in boxes to be ready to move. The time has come now for some lunch.
You too, bud.
It wouldn't be a last lunch in the studio if it wasn't pizza. I can't help but feel nostalgic and a little bit sad, looking back and remembering all the pizzas we've shared. I will always cherish the times together where I've sat in your space and watched YouTube while eating a pizza. Good times. With full belly, Garrett. Dear Studio, I still have a few things left to pack up, but that is going to have to wait until this video is finished. I still can't believe that we only have a few days left to get to work together. Like I said, by the time you read this letter and subsequent letters, I will already be gone. I am definitely feeling more sad about leaving now than I did earlier, but that's okay. It's okay to be sad sometimes. If anything, that means that you, my studio, had a profound impact on me as a creator, as an artist, and as a person. Never forget that it's okay to be sad. Sure, I may be leaving home, going to a new place, but when there is sadness for leaving, there's also happiness and excitement for what's next. And what's next is a whole new adventure. One full of firsts, one full of learning, and one full of love. And if there's anything for certain, it's that no matter where I go, there will always be love. And with love, there's never really goodbye. It's just see you later. Love, Garrett.